I feel like E33 should be Game of the Year. Same. Is my opinion one of the greatest games to be released? I think so, only because that it turned non-fans of turn-based RPGs into fans of turn-based RPGs. When you are able to make someone a fan of, let's say, for an extreme, I'm making an extreme example to make a point, right? If you were able to turn someone who doesn't play sports games into someone who enjoys sports games, does that tell you that that's a great game? So that's the way I look at it with E33. People who did not like turn-based strategies got turned on by it, and it turned those fans into it. I was one of those people that thought that maybe it didn't, but as I was talking to more and more people playing it, they were like, I was never a fan of this, and they played it. So I'm like, yo, that's something. Imagine loving country music if you were never a fan of country music. Imagine loving rap music when all you loved was country music. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. If you're able to turn that demographic into a fan base, yo, that's fucking wild. That is wild. That deserves Game of the Year just like that. Right? It is that, right? That's what I'm saying. When you're able to turn a fan base into that, that's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah, and everyone I asked about the game, because I honestly thought that no one's going to be a fan of this. If you're not an RPG fan, you're not going to like it, because it was a bit too hard. I wouldn't say too hardcore, but it was some, but they switched it up. They won people over with that. So like that alone deserves it. It deserves it. So that's the way I look at it. But Donkey Kong's going to win. I never looked at how it turned people. Yeah, right? It turned people into the game side. It turned me into a bigger fan because of the parry system. You know what I loved about that? What it changed for me was that in most RPGs, it always goes through that cycle of attack, heal, maybe attack, heal, revive, heal, attack, revive. And you're doing this fucking juggle of a boss that hits so hard, and you're juggling revive and heal, attack, revive and heal, revive and attack. And it turns into like this long ass loop. But in Expedition 33 with that parry system, holy shit, it changed the dynamic where you don't have to worry about that shit. You just have to get good at parrying, and you could just destroy it. But the reward system on the parry is so good. And then you add the music, the presentation, the story, you add all of that to it, and then you've got a masterpiece. No pun intended with the whole painting and stuff. That's a masterpiece. The writing is on the wall, everybody. Just be prepared that DK Bananza could possibly walk away with the whole thing.